समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ, बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
Jai Shri Krishna. On the behalf of Geeta Parivar, I Arya Indani welcome all of you in this Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 interpretation session. Folding our hands before the Almighty, let's start today's session with a beautiful opening prayer. For this, I would like to call upon Yukta ji from Nagpur, Maharashtra, who is serving at the technical end and is associated with Geeta Parivar since May 2021. Yukta ji.
Jai Shri Krishna. Vasudeva sutam devam Kansa Chanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much, Didi. Light is the symbol of brightness and prosperity. As sunlight expels the darkness of might, similarly blessings bring in our life. To make this evening blessed one and invoke Goddess Saraswati by lighting the lamp, I would now like to invite Asha ji from Bangalore, who is serving as L1 trainer and has joined Geeta Parivar in May 2021.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरितैव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहं सकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you so much, Didi. I feel honored to introduce our today's speaker, Kavita Verma Didi. She is Geeta Varti and Geeta Pravina, also is disciple of Swamiji and has completely by hearted Bhagavad Gita. She is one of the program coordinators heading a program organization team and GC management team. Over to you, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Thank you. Yes, we will start today's session. Sada Shiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayane Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvamanusandathami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Jai Shri Krishna. So today we are here for the Uttarardh of 9th chapter, Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yoga. Yes, so the name of this chapter is Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yoga. So today we will just see the part portion of Karma Yoga. We have seen that this chapter has Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and as well as Karma Yoga. So today we will see basically about the Karma Yoga part, and which is very interesting because we all are not the Jnana Yogis, and we the Bhakti is also sometimes difficult because one who don't have the control over the mind and sense organs, for this person Bhakti is also sometimes difficult, not every time. But Karma Yoga we can do, because the meaning of Karma Yoga is whatever you do it for the God. So yat karoshi yadashnasi yat jihoshi dadasi, yat everything we will see the part of Karma Yoga. So last time we have completed till 19 shloka. Now we will start with the 20th shloka. Yes. Traividyamam somapah puta papa yajnairishva swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadhya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan. So now first he says about the like everywhere there is God. So maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matsthani sarvabhutani. All the bhutas are matsthani, are in me. Matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha. But I am not avasthita in them. I am not there in them. So everything he just tells about the with the Gyan Yogi's view. He gives the detailing with the Gyan Yogi's view. Then he tells about the two types of yogis. Like first he talks about the Gyan, the Jagat, and Jeev and Ishwar, and the relation between Jagat, Jeev, Ishwar. What are these entities? How they are related with each other? Then how many types of people lives in this jagat? This jagat is very vichitra, strange. There are different types of species, different type of people, and some people are very good, some people are very evil minded. So there are different types of people we meet daily when we live in this life, when we are living this life. So similarly, he also divided all these three people into three categories according to their nature. Mogha sha mogha karmano mogha jnana vichetasaha rakshasi masurin chaiva mohinim prakritim. So here he tells about the three types of prakriti, rakshasi, asuri, and mohini. Then there are devotees, another category of devotees. What are these devotees? Susatatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Then he tells about the the bhaktas, the devotees, how they live. So according to them, there is Lord everywhere. Aham kraturaham yagyas swadhaham aham aushadham. So in the yajna, he tells about the yajna, and then he describes the Gyan Yoga. Gyan Yoga means everywhere there is Lord. So when we think in this way, this is called Gyan Yoga. So Jnana Yajnena Chapyanne Yajanto Mamupasate. So Gyan Yajna, he tells, and then there are different types of devotees who just consider this God in different types. Like first is Gyan Yajna. Some people just worship me with the Gyan Yoga, Gyan Yajna, and some other people just consider me all-faced. So there are different types of devotees who just consider the Lord in different forms. And then he tells about the everything where surrounding, everything is happening because of the God. Tapamyaham varshan nigrihnami srajami cha. Everything is happening because of his will. So that's all he has concluded. Now he will start telling about the other lokas. So we have like this loka and the parlokas. So now about this loka, he has talked that everything is done by God, and everywhere in this loka there is God. Now what about the next loka? Because we have this concept of other lokas. See, when we will die, everyone has to die one day. So as we will die, what will happen with us after death? So this is the like very common question every human being have. So what will happen with me after this life? So after this life, we are going to get new life, or before new life, meanwhile we will live in other lokas. So what about those lokas? So according to our karmas, we will get different lokas. So if we will do good karmas as we will see in 14th chapter in detail, like if the people do this kind of karmas, what kind of lokas they will get. So we have three categories, Sattvic, Rasic, Tamasic, and accordingly we will get the next lokas. So if we are concentrated, we are following the Sattvic Marga, we will get Urdhva lokas, all the Sarva loka and all. Now here he talks about the Swarga Loka first, because in our culture, getting this Swarga Loka is most precious thing, because after death, everyone will not get moksha. It is difficult because Jnana Daivitu Kaivalyam, only by the Gyan we can get the moksha. So for the people, for the layman, if they are not seeking for the gyan, then what will be what will be the real achievement? So getting this swarg is a kind of achievement for the human being. And for getting this swargaloka, we have to do dharmas, we have to perform we have to collect karmas, the all our punya karmas. So how we will collect these punya karmas? We will collect these punyas with the good karmas. So as we do good karmas, we get punya out of it, and as we follow the path of dharma, we get punya. And according to those punya, we will get the chance to live in the swarga. Now just suppose you have a 1 lakh money, or you have 2 lakh, or maybe 3 lakh, and you go to some 5-star hotel. What will happen? So after some times, when your money will you will just complete all your money, you will just use all your money, the 5-star hotel manager will come, and they will just tell you that go like now return or get out from my hotel. Now you have completed, like you have enjoyed all your money. So if we have money, by that time only we can live, till that time only we can live to this hotel. Otherwise we cannot live in the hotel. So for the hotel we need to collect some money. Similarly, for the Swargaloka also we have to collect some punya karmas. These punya karmas something are like the money collected for the hotel, 5-star hotel. So he's telling Traividya Mam Somapaf Put Papa. Traividya Mam Somapaf Put Papa. Now here he uses the word Sompaf. He is telling about the yagya. After doing this yagya and join the scriptures, we get Swargaloka, and we live in the Swargaloka. We just use our punyas there, and we will have different types of objects there. We will enjoy those objects. And so yagya irishva, and the word sompa means after completing the yagya, the yagya kartu, or the people who perform the yagya, they drink the somaras. Somras is not a madira or something like that, but somras is the ras or the juice of somlata. So there is a plant called som, and from that plant we get som ras. The juice of that som plant is called som rasa. In the end of the yagya, people drink that som ras. So that is called somapaf puta papa, and they become very sacred or holy. Their feelings just purify for sometimes, because after doing this yagya, why they are doing this yagya? To collect the punyas, and from these punyas they will get the Swargaloka. Yagyai rishtva Swargatim prarthayante. After doing this yagya and after doing these good karmas, they will Swargatim prarthayante. They just pray for the Swargaloka, because after this death, maybe we get Narak Loka or Swargaloka or some other lokas. Like we have different 28 types of Narak Lokas described in the Garud Purana. So if you refer Garud Purana, here we have the complete description about the Narak Loka. So in Narak Loka, in the hell, what happens is we have different stages. So after doing this karma, you will get that type of the hell, or like Roro, Maharoro, the names of the Narak Lokas. And in Narak Lokas, we have different types of punishments also. So when the people who just commit this sin, according to their sins, they get different Narak Lokas. So if the people don't want to get in Narak Loka, they perform good karmas, and by these good karmas, they wish for the Swargaloka. Swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadhya surendra lokam. And after while they are living there, they just when their punyas are exhausted, or they just use their punyas there. So if they have collected some punyas, accordingly they will get the Swargiya objects. So the objects used in Swargas, all other drinks or other like comfort zone. It is very nice description of Swargaloka given in our scriptures. Ashnanti divyanti videva bhogan. Divyan like divine and like good or divine bhogas they just enjoy in the Swargaloka. And after that, so after sometimes what happened with them? Tetam bhuktva Swargalokam vishalam shine punye martyalokam vishanti evam trai dharma mano prapanna gata gatam kama labhante. Etam bhuktva, these punyas bhuktva, like when these punyas will be exhausted, then what will happen? Swargalokam vishalam, this vishal, the vast Swargalok, they have to come back to this mrityu loka. Shine punye, when these punyas will be sheen, will be exhausted, mrityu loka, martya loka, the loka where the human beings are living. So this Martya Loka, in this Martya Loka, they again return. And then Evan Trai Dharma Mano Prapanna Gata Gatam Kama Labhante. So in this way, all these Trai Dharma Manu Prapanna means Trai Dharma, he is talking about the Vedas. So we have 4 Vedas, Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Atharva Ved and Sam Ved. But sometimes we don't consider Atharva Ved as a separate Veda and we just say 3 Vedas. So in all 3 Vedas, whatever karmas are enjoined for the Swarga, so these people after doing those karmas, they follow only Kamya karmas. As we have seen, I think 6 types of karma: Nitya, Naimitik, Kamya, Upasana, Prayashchit and Nishiddha. Yes, so these 6 types of karmas are there. Then the Kamya karma is like when we do some karma for some motive. We have some motive behind our karmas, or we want to get something out of those karma. These are called Kamya karma, and these Kamya karmas are also enjoined in the scriptures only. But we should not do these Kamya karma if we want moksha or liberation, or we want to get the Lord, because kamyanam karmananyasan sannyasan kavayo viduhu. So when we renounce the kamya karma, that is called sannyasa. In 18th chapter, Lord will tell, 2nd shloka of 18th chapter. So when we don't do kamya karma, that is our sannyas. But people the laymen, they follow this kamya karma, and after doing this kamya karma, they will get punya loka, the swarga loka. But after this Swargaloka only they have to come back to this. After this Swargaloka, they have to come back to this Mrityu Loka or Martya Loke. So this cycle they will get. So they will get into this cycle only. After sometimes they will get Swargaloka. Then after exhausted their punya, they will again come back to here. So this cycle they will get. So this is something like the fruits of these karmas. The kamya karmas is something like we have iron ring. Now iron ring is polished with golden color, so we think that this is golden ring. But after some times, when this polish will be removed, it will again become iron ring. So this is something like that. The worldly objects or the swargiya objects, divine objects, all these objects which we get out of kamya karmas, these are like a polished iron ring. So after like this, when this polish will be removed, then it will again become iron ring. So we should not run behind these karma. That is the message of this shloka. And then the next shloka is very famous, especially in LIC. We have seen Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. So this is something like many commentators and other different sages, they just talk about this shloka in very detail. So we have a very beautiful shloka by Lord Shri Krishna. He has told this shloka, Ananyaschintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate teshan nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So he talks about the Ananyaschintayanto mam. Ananya means now Ananya. Now this Ananya word he has used many times, several times in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyena yogena, and different types of bhakti also he has told, and there also he has used about the Ananya word. So this ananya means na anya ananya. When we are concentrated to one point, that is called ananya. So the bhaktas who are concentrated to me only, on me only, these are called ananya bhaktas. For them, there is no other person to seek help or to like surrender them, but there is only Lord. So they will just come to me only for any help, for anything, even to share their joys also they will come to me only. So these are called ananya bhaktas. So ananya bhaktas is also like we have one English poet, he has told Lord as like Lord is the God is the jealous lover. So he don't want to he doesn't want us to go somewhere else, because it is because we believe that there is only one entity, that is Paramatma, or that is Lord, or that is that Param Tattva, that supreme Tattva is there, the real as a real entity. Everything else is the mithya, it is myth. So suppose there is a mother, the mother never thinks that her child should go through the poisonous flowers, or maybe these flowers seems very beautiful, so the child can go there and play with these flowers, but her this child's mother will never allow his child to go to those poisonous flowers, even though they are looking very good, they are looking very beautiful. Why? Because these poisonous flowers can make some allergy to this child, or it is bad too for this child only. Similarly, Lord is also as a mother. He cares for to us. He doesn't want us to go to this mithya, the sansar, to this samsar, because this sansar is something like a poisonous flower only. Because if we will go behind this samsara, maybe sometimes we will fulfill our wishes and we will get we will get our desires fulfilled, but after sometimes again we have to get these sorrows only, as we have seen tetam bhuktva sargalokam vishalam shine punye martyalokam vishanti. So the main goal of this samsara is giving the pain and sorrows only, because the samsara swarupa, the form of the samsara is itself as dukkha swarupam. So it is made up of sorrows only, different types of sorrows, different types of difficulties, different types of pains we have to face in the samsara. That's why Lord is saying ananya shintayantu. My devotee should be ananya, he should not go to this samsara, he should be concentrated on me. Ananya shintayanto mam. Then also the ananya is very important, concentration. Why? Because if we want to get something in physical world as well as in spiritual world, if we want to get something, the main need is concentration. Because if we are not able to concentrate our mind at one point and our mind goes here and there, then we can never get that, we can never achieve that thing. So Lord is giving three sutras here in this shlokas to get success in physical life and in spiritual life. So what are these three sutras, what are these three principles? So first he is telling ananya, whatever you want, you become ananya for that. You cannot go, your mind cannot go here there, you have to be focused on that one goal, that is called ananyatva, ananya. So you have to become ananya bhakt for anything if you want. So a student should be ananya for their studies, employees should be ananya for their work, or the women should be ananya for their house things. So everyone should be ananya for their work, then they will easily get success. So that is the first sutra or the first principle to get this success in the life. Then ananyash chintayanto mam. Then the second sutra, it is also very important that we should be chintayanta, constantly we are reminding ourselves about the goal. So the bhaktas, the devotees, they are constantly remind themselves to themselves for the Lord. There is the Lord. They do japa Ram Ram Ram, Shri Krishna Krishna Krishna. So every time they have this thought, they remind themselves, like a mother who is doing some work in the kitchen. So sometimes she gives some toy to her small kid or small child. What happens? Sometimes this child plays with the toy, but after some time he get bored and he again starts crying. The mother comes and gives another toy to this child, and this child again for next 5-10 minutes again he plays with that new toy. Again he cries, again mother comes, again she gives some new toy, again this happens. But after sometimes half an hour or 1 hour, the child is like says it's enough, now I want my mother only, I don't want any other toy, etc. So this is like this stage when the child starts crying very loudly, and then he don't stop crying because he wants his mother only, and then this mother has to come there. Similarly, this chintayantaha, we have to remind ourselves that there is a God and we want only God. We don't want any worldly achievement, name, fame, money. We don't want all these things. And then if we just start crying like that boy, I only want that my mother, then then the God will come, or Bhagwan will come to us, and they will just give their love to us. So this chintayanta word is also important for the for any achievement. So in the achievement, if a student is there, this student has to remind himself like, I have to study very hard, I have to study. The employees also have to remind themselves. So this chintayanta word is very important. Constantly we have to remind ourselves for the goal. Ananyash chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam nityabhiyukta like nitya, without breaking without breaking their concentration, they are completely surrendered to me. So these are the how can we become like that? So first need is indriya sanyam. We have to have control over our sense organs and indriyas and mind. So in 4th shloka, Lord has told Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas sanyatendriyah jnanam labhva param shantim achiredadhigacchati. So for the jnanam, for the knowledge, there are 3 compulsions. So first person should have shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam, then tatparha and sanyatendriya. He should be quick and sanyatendriya. He has to have control over the indriyas. So nityabhyuktanam, for constant concentration, we need to have this control over our sense organs, because like constant concentration means we have to wake up at 5 o'clock daily without any break. Now for that we need to have the control over our sense organs. Without controlling our mind, we cannot daily wake up at 5 o'clock morning. It is impossible. So when we have control over our sense organs, we can do it. So this is another need for the success in the world, in the physical world and in the spiritual world. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam, and these people who follow all these things, tesham, they are constantly doing the chintan of mind. They are they are always thinking about me. Then yogakshemam vahamyaham. So for their welfare, I will be responsible. So yoga means whatever we don't have, if we get it, that is called yoga. Apraptasya prapti. Apraptasya prapti means like the we are here, we need iPhone, now we don't have iPhone, so this is aprapta. Now we have got this iPhone, this is called apraptasya prapti. So for this is called yoga. And shemam means whatever we have, the praptasya rakshanam shemam, whatever we have to save that thing. So for that we need some shield. So that is also the Lord. We have a lot of money at our home, then we need some CCTV camera and all. So this is also this will also be done by Lord only. Yogakshemam vahamyaham येऽप्यन्य देवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्त्य विधिपूर्वकम्. Now he tells about the devotees who don't follow him but follow other deities. So he's telling Yepi Anya Devata Bhakta. I am the responsible for my devotees. Now what about the other people who don't follow me, who don't follow Lord, who don't follow Bhagwan, but they are following different devatas? What will happen with them? Anyepyanya devata bhakta, yepi anya devata bhakta, yajante shraddhayanvita. The people who worship other deities with the shraddha, tepi mameva kaunteya, they are also indirectly worshipping me only. Why? Because these other deities don't have their own power. They are also getting the power from the main source, and main source of the energy of the power is Lord, is Paramatman. Then indirectly they are worshipping me only, because if they are following, if they are worshipping other deities, they will fulfill their wish. But they are fulfilling their wish, they are getting the power from Paramatman only, and by that power only they just fulfill their wish. So tepi mameva kaunteya. So this is something like small ministers are there, and then PM is there, Prime Minister. So the whatever we can get from these small ministers, we can collectively get from the Prime Minister. So it is better to go directly to the Prime Minister, not to go these small ministers. Yepi anya devata. So whatever these ministers will give, we can easily get from the Prime Minister. The another example we can take, like we have different shops, or the grocery shop, and then milk shop, and then the shop where we can get oil. So there are different shops. If we go to the shop where we can get sweets, we cannot get milk or at the same shop. So for each thing we have to go to different shops. But there is one big bazaar, we can get everything at one place. So this is like similarly we have different ponds, small ponds, small rivers. Now we go to all the rivers one by one, but whatever water is there, we can collectively get from the ocean. So when we go to ocean, we don't need these small ponds. Similarly, when we go to Paramatma, we don't need these small devatas, these small deities, because these are just like a different small shops, and the Paramatma can fulfill everything at one place only. So we have to seek help to this Paramatma only, not to these different deities, because indirectly you are worshipping me only. Tesham nitya tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya avidhi purvakam. But it is avidhi purvakam. You are not following the real vidhi, the ordinance of the shastras. Vidhi, you are not following the vidhi, you are going avidhi purvakam, means you are just following some deities, sometimes some deities, sometimes you are not following the Paramatman. When you have some wish, you go to that particular devta. If you want buddhi, you just do fast on Budhvar or Wednesday. When you want something else, you do that fast on this different days. So we have different days. We have for different days, we have different fal shruti. So we just follow that thing. So this is avidhi purvakam. We have to follow one deity only. Then aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena tashyavanti te. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha. So I am only the enjoyer of all the yajnas. So yajna doesn't mean the only yajna, as I have mentioned before also. The yajna means we have different types of yajna in Bhagavad Gita. In 4th chapter, we will see in detail all different types of yajnas. So here yajna means whatever you do, or after your karma, after your yajna, whatever fruits you will get, whatever consequences you will get, the real enjoyer of all the fruits is the Lord only, is the Paramatman only, you cannot enjoy anything without the permission of Paramatma. Suppose you have all the money of this world, but you don't have tongue. You cannot eat. You cannot have the taste of like very tasty or delicious dishes you are there in front of you, but you cannot have the taste of those dishes. Why? Because you don't have the tongue. You have all the money. So this tongue is made by the Lord, is given by the Lord only. So if you don't, the Lord will not permit you, you cannot enjoy anything. So he is the real enjoyer of all the yagyas. And the another meaning can be like the Lord is existing in all the hearts of the people. Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. In 18th chapter he himself will say. And then the same thing he has told in 15th shloka also, Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sannivishto. And then in 10th shloka, 10th adhyaya, 20th shloka also he says, Ahamatma Gudakesha. So at different places he tells the same thing, that I am living in the heart of the people. So he is living in all the living creatures. So whatever we enjoy indirectly, who is enjoying? Who is the real enjoyer? Who is sitting in our hearts? So that is Paramatman only. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mama. And prabhureva cha, he has control over the objects. As I given the example, if you don't have tongue, you cannot enjoy the thing. Suppose you are the most beautiful lady in this world, but if your body is paralyzed, you cannot move, you cannot do anything with your beauty. So this beauty will just it is for no use. So it will become useless. So if the Lord will not permit, you cannot use these worldly objects. So Bhokta cha Prabhu Revacha, he is the Prabhu. Aham hi sarva yajnanam Bhokta cha Prabhu Revacha natu mam abhijananti tatvena tashyavanti te. The people who don't know me tatvena, who don't know my essence, tatvena tashyavanti te ataha chyavanti. So they will just fall into this word only, because they don't know my real swarupa, that I am all powerful, I am the Prabhu, I am the enjoyer, and just they neglect me and they run behind other deities. Sometimes they follow other, like in next shloka he will tell. So how many kinds of different types of people are there, or different types of entities are there whom people follow, and they don't follow the real Bhagwan or the real Tattva. They don't know, so they will have a fall in the earth, all in the Mrityu Loka. Yanti deva vrata devan pitran yanti pitravrataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajinopi mam. Yanti Devavrata. So the people who follow the Devatas, they will get the Devatas only. The people who follow the Pitras, they will get the Pitras, and they will go to the Pitralokas, or the people who will follow Devatas, they will go to Devlokas. But Yanti Deva, Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja, or other, we have other like spirits to follow. So if the people will worship those spirits or Bhut Pranis, they will get those lokas only for their lokas. But the people Madhyajinopiman, the people who follow me, who worship me, they will get me only. What kind of me? So in 15th shloka he has told Tadhama Paramam Mama. So that dham they will get if they will follow me. Now the question arises, it is very difficult to follow the Lord, because we can easily follow the Pitras, we can follow the deities, Devatas. We have some kind of sense how to worship these Devatas and all. We have to keep fast on these days for these particular Devatas. But how to follow the Lord, how to just worship the Param Tattva. He is all powerful. He knows everything. Now he is the biggest entity, supreme entity. Now how to follow this biggest entity? So in next shloka, Lord beautifully describes how to worship me, how to worship this param entity or param power or the supreme tattva, the Lord. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktupagritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. It is about whatever I have created. You just offer me those things as it is. Even you don't make mala with the pushpam, just have the pushpa from the tree and give me, offer me. Patram, patram any leaf, patram, pushpam, flower, patram, pushpam, phalam, any kind of fruit like Shabri has given bear, that is a kind of fruit. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Toyam means water or milk also is called toyam. So you just give me water. If you don't have anything, you just give me some water, little bit water. Then also, if you will do with the bhakti, tadaham bhaktupahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Then I just eat as a sagun rupa. In the sagun rupa, I just come in the sagun form and I eat your food. Whatever of you have offered, I will just receive that. I will just eat that. So we have the story of Dhanna Jat. So very famous story. I will just tell a little bit. So the Dhanna Jat was there in the village and the Pujari was also there. This Pujari was not a good person, not a kind person. He thought this Dhanna Jat is just a villager and he doesn't know about this spiritual spiritual word or this puja and all. So he told that Lord will drink of like this Dhanna Jat was giving some milk to this Pandit ji or this Pujari to offer that milk to the Thakur ji or to the Shri Krishna. So he was taking extra milk. That Lord likes your milk very much, so you give extra milk. So really he was taking that milk from the Dhanna Jat. One day he wanted to go somewhere out. He told this Dhanna Jata, and tomorrow onwards for 3 days you don't come to my house with the milk because I will be out of station. So no need of milk. Dhanna Jat thought like if you will not be there, then what about the Thakurji? He will be hungry for 3 days. So what he will eat? So I should give something to you. So, but this Panditji wanted to go somewhere, and he knows that this Thakurji is just like a stone, and he will not receive, he will not eat anything. But he didn't tell the Dhanna Jat because maybe Dhanna Jat will stop giving the milk him. So he thought, okay, I will give this Thakurji to you. You just feed him. But the one thing is like he just eats from my hand only. Maybe he will not receive, he will not accept your food or whatever you will offer. But you can try. Dhanna Jat was very happy. Okay, I will try and I will feed him. The next day, he started giving the milk or giving the same things like Aarti, Archana, everything he did. But at the same time, this stone was not moving anything. He was not doing anything. So Thakurji didn't come. He thought that Thakurji will come and just drink my milk. But it was not like that. After some times, he thought, what wrong I have done. The Panditji was right. He is not accepting my offerings. After 2-3 days, he became very weak because he didn't eat anything as the Thakurji haven't eaten anything. So if the Thakurji will not eat, then how can I eat? So he didn't eat for 3 days. He became very weak. After some times, when his eyes were about to close, his mouth was like he was fully tired. Then at that time, the Lord himself appeared in front of him and ate whatever he offered. So this is something like when we do with the devotion, when we do with the Shraddha, when we do with the Bhakti, the Lord will eat that thing. He will accept your offerings in the Sagun Rupa, in the Sagun Sakshat. He will come to in front of us. So that's all he is telling. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati. Nowadays the people, they say don't give milk to this shivling or to the temple. In the temple you don't give the oil and all these offerings. but instead of giving in the temple, you just go to the some poor people and they just give milk to these poor people. That is okay. Giving, we should give everything to these poor people also, but giving milk in the temple is compulsory. As a karma kanda, we have to follow this thing. After doing this, it is also compulsory. After doing this, you can go to the poor people. So we give gifts, we give some good thing to our parents also. So we don't think like why we are giving this to our parents. Instead of this, we should give to this thing to these poor people, they don't have, they need more. But this is not like that. We should offer these things to the Lord, then as a prasad we can give to the poor people also. But it is not like that. We should not give, we should not offer milk and all to the Shivji or to other deities or to the temple. So it is in our scriptures, we should give, we should do this, follow this culture. Yanti deva patram pushpam phalam toyam. So whatever my bhakta will give with the devotion, I will eat this. Then from the next shloka, he will start telling about the karma yoga. So the karma yoga, whatever karmas you do it for me. That is the karma yoga. So do your karma, karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have right to do your karma, but you don't have right for their consequences. So what will happen after doing this karma, you cannot tell before, because first you only have the right to do your karmas. So it's telling whatever karma you do it for me. Yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. He's telling yat karoshi, whatever you do, like in 8th shloka of 5th chapter, we have this pasyan shranvan svashan jagran nashnan gachan swapanshasan pralapan visrajan grihanan unmishan nimishan napi. From 8th to 9th shloka, he has described about the different kriyas, different activities we do. So whatever activity you do, even you eat, when you give something, like yat karoshi yad ashnasi. Ashnasi means you eat. Yad juhoshi, whatever you give in the yagyas, or whatever you do as a ahuti. Yad dadasi, whatever you give dan. Then yat tapasyasi, you whatever tapa or austerity you perform. Hey Kaunteya means the Kunti Putra Kaunteya. The son of Kunti is called Kaunteya. Yat tapasyasi Kaunteya tatpurushva madarpanam. So everything you do, madarpanam, for me only. So you just do everything for the sake of Lord only, not for the worldly objects, or not for anything else, for other things, for the worldly objects. शुभफलैरेवं मोक्षसे कर्म बन्धनैः संन्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि. Now he will talk about the sannyas yoga. So we will see sannyas yoga, shubha falairevam, so shubha and ashubh. So we have two types of consequences of our karmas, of our activities. So whatever karma we perform, either we will get some good results, shubha fal, or we get some ashubh fal, or ashubh consequences, which are undesirable, unfavorable. So shubha falairevam, both types of consequences we have to mokshase karma bandhanaihi, we have to renounce, because these are the karma bandhan. So if we seek for the desire, if we seek for the consequences of our karmas, we will just bind with these karmas. After good karma, we will get some punya. After bad karma, we will get some papa. And after this punya and papa, we will get new birth to exhaust this punya and papa, to enjoy this punya, or to get the different difficulties. We have to face different difficulties out of this papa. So if we do our karma for these things like punya and papa, these karmas will bind us with the samsara. Shubha Shubha Falairevam, that's why Lord is telling Shubha Shubha Falairevam, all types of phala, consequences you should renounce. Shubha Shubha Falairevam mokshase karma bandhanaihi sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimukto mamupaishyasi. Sannyas yoga yuktatma. So this is completely like sannyas yoga. The real sannyas is not the renunciation of karmas. So Gita never tells that you just renounce your karmas, because in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Arjuna is asking for the same. He is telling the Guru nahatva hi mahanubhavan sheyo bhoktum bhaikshamapi haloke hatpartha kamastu guru nihaiva bhunjiya bhogan rudhira pradigdhan. So what he tells, I am okay if I just beg to the people and I just do this, I just get this bhikshan from the people and I eat and I survive in this world. But I don't want to do this yuddha and I don't want to do this battle. I don't want to kill my own father or my own relatives or my own brothers and all. Why? Because and in the 32nd shloka he tells, I don't want even sukh. I don't even want the happiness. So he's refusing that also. He wants to go with the sannyas. But this is not the real sannyas. Lord is saying you do your karma. Hato va prapsasi swargan jitva va bhokshase mahim. Tasmad uttishta kaunteya. Tasmad uttishta kaunteya. You just stand up and do yuddha. Yuddhaya krita nishchayaha. You do yuddha. You do this war. You go for the war. So we have to do for your war. We have to do our karmas. But what we should renounce, what is the real sannyas? So sannyas or renunciation of our karma phala. When we don't want any consequence, when we don't have any desire out of this karmas, after this yuddha, what will happen? I will kill someone, or I will be killed by someone, or I will get some success or failure. Don't think about those things. Just do your karma. This is your duty. This is the real duty. You don't need to think about the phala. So he's telling sannyasa yoga yuktatma. You become sannyas yogi. You have to renounce all your karma phala. Just do your karma. Vimukto mamupaishyasi, and you will become vimukta. You will become free from the sansara. Mamupaishyasi. You will get me only. Samoham sarvabhuteshu namidveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. In next shloka, now he has told about different types of deities. You just worship me only. Ananya shintiyantovam aham hi sarva yajnanam. Why you should worship me? Everything he has told in detail. Now in the next shloka, he will tell, like someone can think it is this upadesha, this preaching he is doing only for Brahman and Kshatriya, maybe because Arjuna is Kshatriya, so for Kshatriya it is okay. And in according to our scriptures, Brahmanas are also the adhikari. Brahmanas are also having this adhikar or right for all these scriptures. So maybe he is only telling about these things to the Brahmans and Kshatriya. And Purushayoni, not for Stris, not for females, and not for the other caste, like not for the other Varnas, the Shudra and Vaishya. So the next shloka he starts with the thing like I am available for every living creature, not only for Brahmanas, Kshatriyas or male. I don't have this nature of discrimination, like this is male, this is female, so I have to choose male. So this is not like that. I am available for everyone. Savoham sarvabhuteshu namedveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. So he's telling about he is equal to everyone. But it depends on us how much we will get. So like we have the sunshine is coming in the room and you have two equal size mirror. One mirror is more plain and the other mirror has some scratches. Now the plain mirror will make more reflection, it will more shine. But the another mirror which has some scratches, it will not be able to make that much reflection because it has some scratches. Similarly, our mind is something like that. If we have this, we just purify our mind will become like a plain mirror, and we can accept, we can observe more kripa prasada of Lord. We will be able to get his he will be able to get his daya or mercy or kripa. But if our mind is not purified, even though he is available to me, but I'm not able to get the sahakarya of Lord. I will not be able to feel that Lord is here with me. So I am available to everyone. I don't have any hatred feeling, or I don't have any like more. I am more lovable. Some people are more lovable to me. It is not like that. Name dveshosti na priha. They bhajanti tumam bhaktya, but the people who do bhajan, who just worship me with the devotion, they will just get me. Mai teteshu, they are in me, and but I am also in them. Mai teteshu chapyaham chapi aham. I am also in them. So we are just one. But if they are worshipping me, because I am already available for them. So in very interesting fact, Ram Sukdas ji made like mark this thing. In 8th shloka, Lord says, for these yogis, for the people, I am tasyaham sulbha partha. I am very easily available for the yogis. But in 7th chapter, he says, samahatma sudurlabha. But those yogis for whom I am available, these are not available. Very rarely they come in the world. Because why? Because these things we have to follow. We have to be concentrated to the Lord. So these types of yogis or these types of bhaktas are not available in this world. But I am available for my deities, for my yogis. The next shloka, api chet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhag sadhureva samantavya samyak javasito hi saha. Api chet suduracharo, even the people are very much sinful. They have committed so many sins. In 4th shloka also he says the same thing. Api chedasi papebhyas sarvebhyas papakrittamah. He is the biggest sinner of this world. But api chet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhag. But still, if the person is worshipping me ananya bhag, with ananya bhav, he is concentrated to me, sadhureva samantavya. This person is like a sadhu only. This person is like a good person only. Sadhu means the good person, who has good mind. Sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito hi saha. And then what happened with this person? Like we have Chetsu Durachari. He is Durachari. He do some papa. So Durachari means like Sudurachari. He has used Sudurachari. They are doing some papa, but because they don't have the control over their mind says, their Vivek says that it is wrong, don't do. But they are not capable to control their mind, and then they by force they do these wrong things. They follow these wrong things. Why we follow these wrong notions, or why we don't follow right path only, we will see in 14th chapter in detail. But by that time there is some force behind us, so which like they just give a force to do something wrong or not do something right. So the Durachari people, Sudurachari means these are like people who knows like it is right thing, but they are not able to follow because of these forces. So Shipram bhavati dharmatma shashvachantin nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi nami bhakta pranashyati. Now in next shloka, Shipram bhavati, what will happen with these Sudurachari people who are worshipping me? After some times, Shipram, very very fast, they will become Dharmatma, and they will also will be able to control their Indriya, control their mind. they will have this control, but after sometimes after worshipping me only. Shipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantin nigachati, and then they will also get the this peace of mind. Shashvat shantim, shashvat shanti they will get. Shashvat shantin nigachati. O Kaunteya pratijani, you know this thing that my bhakta, my devotee, name bhakta pranashyati, my devotee will never destroy. So he has given a big, he has committed very big thing here, like my bhakta will never destroy. In 6th shloka he has given some reference of this particular quarter. Name bhakta pranashati, what will happen with this bhakta? So Lord Arjuna only asks in the 6th shloka, if I am doing your bhakti, if someone is doing your bhakti, but after some times in between he will die or he will destroy, what will happen in the next time, in next birth, what will happen? So isn't it he has to do all the things, he has to follow all the things again, because if you are going to complete your graduation, but before that if you die, in next birth what we have to do, we have to study from the nursery onwards again, from nursery to kg, then 10th and 12th and all this graduation. But in the spiritual path we don't have to do this, but Lord will tell about the athava yogina meva kule bhavati dhimatam etad vidulabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. In 6th shloka and 6th chapter he will tell, like after these yogis, if they are doing their spiritual sadhana and in between they die or they just destroy, in next birth they can start their sadhana from that point only where they left. So they can just start from their sadhana from that point again, and they will get more good atmosphere. But this is very rare case. This not happen with everyone. It is happening. It happens with some people who are really devotee. So the name bhakta pranashati, but my bhakta, my devotee will never destroy, because he is telling like these types of devotees who are really concentrated to me will they can start their journey again from that point. So my bhakta will never destroy. Mami parthavya pashritya yepi syuh papayonayaha sriyo vaishya tatha shudras tepi yanti parangatim. Mami partha vyapashitya yepi syuh papayonaya. Now again he will come back to this topic, as we have made this point, that people can say this updesha, whatever he's telling from the 22nd shloka, this is the whole thing is for only the brahman or kshatriya or the males, but it is not like that. He is making this point that Stri, Vaishya, Shudra and other Chandala, the Pap Yonis. So other Pap Yonis also, if the people will follow me, they will get to me. Now why he is using these particular words, this Striya, Vaishya, Shudra? Because this Mahabharata has uttered in the time of Mahabharata. This Bhagavad Gita is uttered in the time of Mahabharata. And at that time, this discrimination between the man and woman and the different varnas, it has started. So if the Lord will not make this point here in this shloka, so maybe people will misinterpret this shloka and they will just present this shloka in front of you that this shloka is meant for only for brahmanas and kshatriya. So that he is making this point that this is not only for brahman and kshatriya, but it is for everyone, Stri also, for other yonis also. Now the another point comes, like why he is mentioning Stri specifically. So it is it is okay now if he says like Shvaishya and for the other papionis. Why he is mentioning Stri word? So these Stri yoni and the other yonis, like the other this Chandal yoni and other Shudra yoni, they don't have right to do Veda Adhyan. They cannot just do study of Vedas in the tradition. So in the tradition and with the traditional way, they cannot study of the Vedas. Now it is not only for the Stri, it is for all other like caste also, other Shudras also. So we should understand this thing that this is yonis are different posts, and we are here. The Atman is the real. So we can become, sometimes we can become Brahman, sometimes we can become this Pap Yoni, sometimes we can become Stri also. So it is not a problem that is why these yonis don't have this right. Maybe next life we can also have this right, but because of our karmas, we have received this yoni, we became in this yoni, so we don't have right. It is okay, but in the next janma, in the next birth, we can also achieve the same. So it is not like he has made some discrimination. It is the requirement or some other things are there, so it is important to say this. किं पुनर्ब्राह्मणाः पुण्या भक्ता राजर्षयस्तथा अनित्यमसुखं लोकम् इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम्. Now he's telling like if it is possible for these papionis, for other living creatures, then what about the brahmarshis and what about the kshatriyas or what about the brahmanas who are listening these mantras still from their childhood? So like when we have some poor person or poor student who have qualified some big exam or he has become IAS, we say our kids, if the poor person, if the poor students can become IAS, then why you don't become? So we just ask this question to our child. Similarly, he is telling, what about these brahmarshis and rajarshis and brahmanas who are listening these mantras from their childhood, so they can easily get me because the pap yonis can get me. Manmana bhavavat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Now the last point he is making, like this is the conclusion of all the Bhagavad Gita according to Shankaracharya ji. Like fix your mind in me. Manmana bhavamat bhakto, you just become my devotee and sacrifice unto me, and then you just bow down to me. Manmana bhavamat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam mat parayana. You will united, after uniting with me, you will get me only, and so the supreme goal is me only, so you should come to me only. So he just gives the conclusion of the adhyaya here. Om Tat Saditi Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyāyām Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yogo Nama Navamodhyayah. Haraye Namaha, Haraye Namaha, Haraye Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. So now if you have any doubt related with this chapter or related with your personal life, you can ask. We will have Ashu Bhaiya here for the question answer session. But before that, we will do some Sankirtana and then we will move forward to the question answer session. So just prepare your questions in your mind, or you just write down your questions. You can also send in chat box. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. So yes, we have Ashu Bhaiya. You can ask your doubts. Dipali ji and BK Rai ji. Please unmute your mic, Dipali ji. You have to unmute yourself, yes. Dipali ji, please ask your doubt.
Yes. यस मैम, आपने वो बताया ना, अनन्य चिंतयन्तो माम। जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी।
हाँ, प्रश्न बोले आप।
हाँ सर, वो अनन्य चिंतयन्तो माम बोले ना, तो मुझे ये पूछना था कि अगर हमने एक गुरुजी का अनुग्रह लिया है, हाँ, तो हम गीता को कैसे देखें कि वो गीता जो है वो अपने गुरु की ही वाणी है, सेम ही है, सेम ही टीचिंग है, तो कैसे देखें? मतलब अनुग्रह दिया हुआ वो उपासना हम थोड़ी सी मिस कर रहे हैं क्या? ऐसे मन में ऐसे ये आता है कि वो छोड़कर हम ये कर रहे हैं क्या, ऐसे आता है।
गुरु देखो, अनुग्रह लिया है तो जो गुरुजी ने मंत्र का जाप दिया है वो मंत्र का जाप करिएगा। गुरुजी ने जो भक्ति बतलाई है, जैसा उनका आज्ञा है वो करिएगा। बाकी गीता आप कोई भी पढ़िए, उससे आपकी गुरु भक्ति में क्या अंतर पड़ेगा?
बिल्कुल नहीं, हाँ बराबर है।
देखो, गुरु हमने इसलिए किया है कि हम भगवान तक पहुंचे। भगवान तक पहुंचने के जितने मार्ग है वो हम करेंगे तो हमारे गुरुजी खुश ही होंगे, उसमें क्या आपत्ति
खुशी होंगे। और वैसे तो मुझे पूरा लगता ही है, क्योंकि ये अभी देखो ना, चातुर्मास चल रहा है, लेकिन हम ऐसे गुरु को लगता होगा ना कि हमसे उपासना इतनी नहीं हो रही है, तो ये गीता का उन्होंने ये मार्ग दिखाया और इसके थ्रू तो ये उपासना करेंगे, ऐसा शायद उनकी लीला होगी।
इसमें जरा सी भी आपत्ति की बात नहीं। आप अपने गुरुजी से पूछेंगे तो आपको मना थोड़ी करेंगे कि मत करो, बोलेंगे जरूर करो, ऐसी बात।
हाँ 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 बिल्कुल सर, और बहुत 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 धन्यवाद। अभी और ये आ रहा था कि अभी मैं ठीक है ना, गुरु की भक्ति भजन तो मैं कर रही हूँ, तो गीता क्यों हृदयस्थ क्यों करूँ? ठीक है, मैं उच्चारण सीखूं, लेकिन अभी मन में उसके आंसर्स भी मिलने लगे हैं कि नहीं, हृदयस्थ हो गए तो वो तेरे साथ भी आएगी। कंठ सिर्फ मुखोद्गत करोगे तो उधर मुख में ही रहेगी।
हमको अपने जीवन का पता होता है क्या? कब हम किस स्थिति में पहुंच जाएंगे, कब कोमा में पहुंच जाएंगे, कब बेहोशी में पहुंच जाएंगे, कब गफलत में होंगे, कंठस्थ किए होंगे, तो उस समय वो श्लोक गूंजते हैं।
राइट सर, बहुत बहुत। और आप बोलते हैं ना कि ऐसे विपत्तियां आती है, हम सीखने आते हैं, तो यही मन में संकल्प विकल्प उठते रहते हैं कि ये क्या ऐसे ये थे, लेकिन हमें मार्ग मिल जाता है। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
महेश जी,
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
एक तो सब ये श्लोक की लाइन ही बनती है भैया, लाइन नहीं आ रही, लाइन बनाना चाह रहे हैं।
अब अभ्यास से आ जाएगी। सुवर्णा काकी का जो ऑडियो हमने भेजा है उसको साथ में लगा के गाइए, तो धीरे धीरे आ जाएगी।
और ये याद नहीं होते हैं श्लोक, परीक्षा देना है।
अभ्यास है तो कौनते, या भगवान ने सूत्र दिया है। तो जितना अभ्यास करेंगे, करत करत अभ्यास से जड़मत हो तो सुजान, तो अभ्यास से ही सब बातें होती हैं। जितनी ज्यादा बार हम उसको पढ़ेंगे, सुनेंगे, बोलेंगे, उतनी जल्दी वो याद होता है। तो 2 अध्याय रोज भगवान में पूजा में बैठ के भगवान को सुनाइए। कोशिश करिए बिना देखिए बोलिए, जहाँ भूल जाइए फिर देख लीजिए, फिर बिना देखिए बोलिए, फिर भूल जाए तो फिर देख लीजिए। ऐसा करते करते आपको वो कंठस्थ होने लग जाएगा।
अभी कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा एग्जाम के लिए। कॉन्फिडेंस
तो नहीं आवे तो अगले महीने दे देना, कौन सी जल्दी है।
बन नहीं रहा अभी। ठीक है, जय श्री कृष्ण।
डॉक्टर मिहिर।
जय श्री कृष्ण सुबह दीदी। Actually, whenever I go through this 9th chapter, Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam Yoga, I always stop at this slokas 20 and 21. These are very confusing, intriguing, and like that, because Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, Sarvadharmam Parityajam Mamikam Saranam Braja Aham Ta Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayashyami Vasacha. And he says that whatever actions you do, as in sloka number 27, Yat Karusi Yadasnasi Adyoshi Dadasi Yat Tat Kurushnam Madarpanam. Whatever actions we should do in our day-to-day life, first of all, we should offer to Lord Krishna, God, and then again we go towards our duties, so that the ultimate aim is to this liberation from this chain of birth.
So what is the confusion there?
Confusion is that why he gives an option here to people that you can also go to heaven and enjoy sensual pleasures, which are 1,000 times more greater in the Swargaloka, like celestial stars, beauty.
When you go to school, you have all the options. You can get failed, you can go last in your class, You can come middle in your class, and you can top of your class. You have all the options. Similarly, here, when you come in this world, in this universe, Krishna or God has made all the options open to us. We can choose not to go for any option and choose the best one. But at the same time, he gave us independence to choose not best or worst or the better one as per our greeds or desires. So this is the Maya, Krishna says.
Moreover, yepi anya devata bhakta yajanti abhidhi purvakam. So in order to go to heaven, one should satisfy Indra, who is the adhipati of Surendra Lokam, which is again abhidhi purvakam. Still then, Lord Krishna allows, sanctions and grants their prayers.
Abhidhi purvakam means this is not the vidhi to get your liberation. So it is abhidhi there. It is not abhidhi for it is not a nishiddha karma. It is a vihit karma. There are two types of karmas. One is nishiddha and one is vihit. These doing the punya karmas and getting the swarga loka heaven, it is a vihit karma, not nishiddha karma. It is allowed by the shastras, but it is not the best path. Krishna says here.
Again, one thing. Those who go to Swarga Loka, they are freed from, first of all, they are freed from all papas by doing this sacrificial rituals, etc., as prescribed in the Traividya.
Not from all papas, it is not never there that they get free from all papas. For the certain punya they have done, they get the heaven, but they are not free from papas. It is not there.
So my idea is when someone is freed from papas and punyas, punya kshaya, they are freed from punyas also. They get back to again to Martya Loka. So how can they be liberated?
Certain punyas leads you to the heaven. Certain punyas keeps you in this earth. Certain punyas leads you to different other lokas also. So this is not that if your all punya got finished, then you come back to earth. No. You have certain punyas, that's why you born as human. If you don't have that much of punya, you will born as animals or more lower species. So it happens with your number of punyas. It is not 1 and 100. It is between shades of grey.
And Traidharma Manuprapanna Gata Gatam Kama Kama Lavate. What guarantees that they will again come back to this mortal plane?
Because after 84 lakh lives, you have to born as a human. That is also a law. Yes. If you have did all the sins only, then also you will get as born as a human after 84 lakh chakra. That is also promise.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sambit ji.
सर लास्ट क्लास में भी मैं यही पूछा था कि जब हमें भगवान को ही प्राप्त होना लक्ष्य है तो हम वेदोक्त कर्म करके पुण्य भोग करने के लिए स्वर्ग में क्यों जाएं? हमें तो भक्ति योग करना चाहिए क्योंकि इसी को हमें पाना है।
सुनिए, इसी जीवन में भगवान की प्राप्ति कर सकेंगे ये विश्वास अगर हो जाए तो इसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है, लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं है। हम लोगों को भगवान की प्राप्ति करने में कई जन्म लग जाते हैं, तो अनेक जन्मों में भगवान की प्राप्ति होगी, इसलिए उतने जन्मों को संभालना भी पड़ता है। जैसे मैं दिल्ली पहुंच जाऊंगा, आप कभी फ्लाइट से जाए तो आपको बोर्डिंग पास में रखना पड़ता है, लेकिन बोर्डिंग पास का उपयोग दिल्ली पहुंचने के बाद कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन डेस्टिनेशन तक नहीं पहुंचे तब तक वो बोर्डिंग पास जरूरी होता है ना, टिकट अपने पास रखना होता है ना। वैसा ही ये सारे वेदोक्त कर्म हम जब तक इस संसार से नहीं छूटे तब तक विहित कर्मों के रूप में करना भगवान की आज्ञा है, शास्त्रों की आज्ञा है। भगवान ने इसको करने को मना नहीं किया, ये नहीं करने वालों को भगवान ने मूर्ख कहा है।
लेकिन भगवान तो ये कह रहे हैं कि मेरे को प्राप्त होने का जिसको इच्छा है तो भक्ति जो पालन करे और वो किसी भी जोनि का हो तो मेरे पास आ जाएगा वो।
बिल्कुल ठीक बात है, लेकिन जब उसके अलावा कोई हेतु ना रहे, अपि चेत सुदुराचारो भजते माम अनन्य भाग, भजते माम अनन्य भाग, जब अनन्य की कोई भी चाहना ना रहे, सिर्फ मेरी चाहना हो जाए, भगवान ये कहते हैं। तो वहां कंडीशन है ना, वो दूसरी कंडीशन फुलफिल होते होगी तो सारी बात ठीक है, लेकिन दूसरी फुलफिल होती नहीं है ना, इसलिए शास्त्र आज्ञा से विहित कर्म करने चाहिए।
दूसरी बात सर ये है कि ये भगवान ये भी कह रहे हैं कि ये बोले वहम में हम उनको प्राप्त अप्राप्त सारे वहन करते हैं। जब भगवान को ही हमारा पाना एम है तो प्राप्त अप्राप्त वहन करने का क्या मतलब हुआ?
नहीं, कौन से श्लोक का बोल रहे, मैं समझा नहीं आपका प्रश्न।
सर यहाँ पे बोल रहा है ना वहम में हम कहाँ है ये है 18 नंबर श्लोक। प्रभाव फल फल प्रलय स्थानम निधानम बीजो
बीजम
ये
अव्ययम।
नहीं, ये जो LIC में लगाते हैं बहम में हम, मतलब हम उसको प्राप्त अप्राप्त
योगक्षेमम
सारे वहन
महाम्यम,
करते हैं।
योगक्षेमम महाम्यम।
योगक्षेम बहम में हम 22
So
तो कह रहे हैं कि
Krishna says, when you devote your life fully in me, then for your all the needs, I take the responsibility for all your needs. That's what Krishna assures here. If someone devotes his full life, like Dhanna, you have read the story, like Narsi Bhagat, if you have heard the story, they devoted full of their life to Krishna. So Krishna came to fulfill their bhat, Narsi ka bhat. We hear the story. That is Yogakshemam Mahamyam.
जब अनन्य भक्त हो गया वो भगवान छोड़ के और कुछ चाहता ही नहीं है तो उसको योगक्षेम क्या होता है?
अरे उसकी कन्या है तो उसकी कन्या का भात नहीं भरना पड़ेगा क्या?
अच्छा,
आप अनन्य भक्त हो गए तो आपकी कन्या के प्रति आपके कर्तव्य कर्म शेष नहीं रहे क्या? आपके कर्तव्य कर्मों का वहन करने की शक्ति भगवान आपको देते, ये भगवान कहते हैं।
सर फिर वो तो ठीक है, समझ गया, ओके। 32 श्लोक में ये लिख रहा है मांगे पट वापस तो जेहो यीशु पाप हो जाना है, मतलब अंतोजो जो लोग जिसको समाज में अंतोजो कहते हैं, जो अनार्य है मतलब मूल निवासी है, उनको ये गीता का हिसाब से लिख रहा है पाप हो जाना है।
नहीं, पाप योनि का मतलब
चलेगा
अनार्य
क्या?
नहीं है। पाप योनि का अर्थ अनार्य नहीं है। पाप योनि का अर्थ निकृष्ट योनि है। अब कोई म्लेच्छ पैदा होता है, चांडाल योनि में पैदा होता है, कोई ऐसी कर्म जो करना अच्छा नहीं माना जाता, उन योनियों में भी जो पैदा हो जाते हैं उनको भी भगवान ने कहा सभी में छूट है। अब कोई कुत्ता पैदा होता है,
समाज में जो वर्ण व्यवस्था है वो भी गीता में है। 13 नंबर श्लोक इन चैप्टर 4 उसमें ये लिखा है मैं शूद्र योनि ये सब बनाते, शूद्र बनाते, ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय ये सब बनाते। मगर हिस्ट्री जो बोलता है एरियंस जो आया था, एरियंस ही ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय और शूद्र और
नहीं, आया था वाला हिस्ट्री हमारा नहीं है। ये हिस्ट्री हम मानते नहीं है। ये मैकाले का हिस्ट्री है, हम लोग, हमारा हिस्ट्री नहीं। आर्यन बाहर से आए, ये सब हमारा हिस्ट्री नहीं। हम यहीं के, हम महाराज मनु की संतान है, हम महाराज मनु से हमारा वंश है। ये कोई यूरोपियन आर्यन से हमारा वंश नहीं है।
मगर हिस्ट्री तो यही बोल रहा है आजकल का दिन में जो हिस्ट्री यहाँ पे हरियाणा से जो एक्सप्लोर हुआ है उसमें ये कह रहा है कि एरियन जो है बाहर से आए हुए है और हम लोग मूल निवासी है। हम लोगों को तो पाप चंडाल ये सब शूद्र ये सब बोल रहा है, तो हम कैसे माने इसको?
अरे अरब में मुसलमानों ने कब्जा कर लिया, अब वहां की हिस्ट्री वहां की हिस्ट्री है। वो कहते हैं यहाँ हमेशा से मुसलमान ही थे, तो सत्य हो जाएगा क्या? अब उनके लोगों को तो वही पढ़ाया जाता है, तो उससे क्या अर्थ है? हिस्ट्री ये इतिहास विजेताओं का इतिहास है, कम्युनिस्ट लोगों का इतिहास है, लेकिन हम हिस्ट्री उसको मानते हैं जो हमारे पुराणों का इतिहास है। हमारे पुराणों में ऐसा वर्णन नहीं है। ठीक है, सुकुमार जी।
Jai Krishna Guruji. I am having one doubt. In 30th sloka, Lord says, if there are culprits or they are doing mischiefs or anything, even if they are doing murders, whatever they do, any wrong things, if they concentrate and worship on me, I will take care.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He says, if someone has did something wrong in his past, but now he is firm that I will not repeat these mistakes, and now he is devotee to me, then he should be considered as a good man. Nobody should be treated for his past. He should be treated for his current behavior.
Okay, thank you. I was having that doubt. Thank you. Guruji.
Maheshwari.
Question came by Maheshwari Mahi in chat box. She is unmuted now. You can ask Maheshwari Mahi.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Hello Bhaiya.
Yes, beta.
Jai Shri Krishna. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So Bhaiya, my question was, someday a human is getting irritated because of something problem. So how to control our anger? Can you tell? Because I'm getting.
See, we get irritated or we get angry because we believe that everything should happen according to our wish, which is never possible, even not for the Prime Minister or President. So who are we, the common people? It is never going to happen that everything happens as in the way as we want. If we believe that firmly, if we want that so harshly, then we are going to feel much irritated and much angry. But when we are going to believe the facts that not everything is going to be fulfilled as per my wish, then we will not get as much irritated as you become right now. So start believing the truth, the fact that not everything is going to happen in my way. I have to go with the pace of life. Not life will never come with my pace.
Bhaiya,
Okay.
you know, I just, you know,
Can you speak louder, beta? Yes, Mahi.
She has maybe written her question in chat box that my mom and dad are always fighting. How to deal with them? That is the question.
It's okay, na? They are fighting. What is your problem in that? You are not bound to see their fighting or get involved in their fighting. Things happens. I am not there to be judged that who is wrong and who is right. I don't need to be. If they are fighting, they will pay for the wrong things and not the wrong. Maybe they are not wrong or whatever it is. We should not bother for the others' behavior. We can bother only for my behavior. If I am bothering for others' behavior, it is not going to happen in any way. I cannot be succeeded anyway as I want because I cannot control others' behavior. Okay. Thank you, Mike. दीपाली जी.
हाँ आशा जी, ऐसे कर्म योगी जो होते हैं ना, तो वो भजन को ऐसे हंसते हैं, ठीक है कि नहीं, कि बोलते हैं कि भगवान ने ये सृष्टि बनाई, और तो वो भगवान क्या ऐसे चाहेगा क्या कि हम उसके सामने बैठे और उसको कहे कि हाँ तू कितना अच्छा है, तू कितना अच्छा है. उसके बदले हम अगर एखादी बाग फुलाएंगे, अच्छे फूल खिलाएंगे, अच्छा कोई तो काम करेंगे, तो वो भगवान को ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा. तो इसको कैसे आंसर दे? हम अगर 1 घंटा भजन करना चाहते हैं,
आंसर क्यों देना है? आप क्यों चाहते कि वो बदले या वो क्यों चाहता आप बदले? उसको बोलिए आपको ऐसा अच्छा लगता है तो आप वैसा करिए. हम भगवान को किस तरह से प्रसन्न करें, इसकी कोई एक विधि थोड़ी हो सकती है. एक ही माता पिता की कई संतान हो तो वो सब संतान अपने माता पिता को बर्थडे पे प्रेजेंट देंगी तो अलग अलग देंगी कि सब एक ही जैसा दे देंगी? सब अलग अलग देंगी ना. किसी को लगता है मेरी माँ इस प्रेजेंट से खुश होगी, किसी को लगता है मेरी माँ इस गिफ्ट से खुश होगी. तो अपनी माँ को प्रसन्न करने के लिए बालक अलग अलग गिफ्ट देते हैं. हम सब भगवान के बालक है, अरबों बालक है, हम सबके अलग अलग तरीके हो सकते हैं. भगवान ने कहा जितने भी तरीके हैं वो सब मुझ तक पहुंचने के हैं. किसी भी प्रकार से करो, मेरी भक्ति करो, मुझे याद करो, सब कर्मों को मेरे अर्पण करके करो. ये ऐसा करोगे तो ठीक है. तो जो भी आपसे ऐसा आर्ग्यूमेंट करता है आप उसको कहिए बहुत अच्छा रास्ता कर रहे हैं आप, खूब बगीचे लगाइए, मैं आपके बगीचे लगाने में आपकी सहयोगी हूँ, मैं भजन भी करूंगी आपके साथ, बगीचे में फूल भी लगाऊंगी, मुझे क्या आपत्ति है. ठीक है.
और सर ऐसे मतलब ठीक है, मैं बाद में पूछती हूँ.
वीके राय जी.
Jai Shri Krishna. I think a very good explanation for this balanced part of the chapter had been made by Madam. And but I have 2 questions on this. One is on the Shlok 22, which other people have also asked. While giving an explanation for the Yog Kshemam Vahamayam, Yog, she was telling that Yog means whatever you are not having and you get it, that becomes a Yog. But so far we had been seeing the definition of Yog is union of soul with the Supreme Soul. So here it is coming that what I am not having, if I get that, then that is the Yog. So one is this, if you can.
Yog means to get something, to get attached with anything. So if you will see it in larger perspective, it is the same meaning. Because when we see the Sanskrit words, it has the very deep meaning for those words. So this yoga, this means the connection you are doing, that is also referential, correct? And this yoga, whatever we don't have and we should get, like we should have food, we should have these clothes to wear, this is also yoga. Yog means what we don't have and we need to get, that is yog, and what we have and it should be cured, that is shame. Like we have this body and we don't want to get sick, that is shame. So yoga kshema, that is the thing.
Okay. Now coming to the other question, which is on Shlok 23. Here, earlier also this has come into our explanation that one can go for worship of so many other devtas also. And here also Ananya Devta Bhakta, Yajante Shraddha Yavinta. So, and then what he is telling, if it is being done with avidhi purvak, then that is not considered as a good, though they are worshipping me.
It is misinterpreting. It is not said that. If I am doing, but if I know that there is one prime minister, and I know there is one water works department, there is one house tax department, there is one police department, I go different persons for different work by knowing these all people are working with the power of prime minister. It is all fine. But when we consider this policeman is prime minister, or this water works man is prime minister, or this house tax department is the supreme minister, then we are avidhi purvak. That is what Krishna says here. If we are considering that all the devtas are giving everything with that supreme Lord power, we are all fine, we should do that. Panchadev Pujan, Krishna asked to do us.
Okay. And second was what I was thinking, that these devtas.
But you can see some people, they do only Sakam Bhakti and they don't have any Bhakti Bhav. That is avidhi purvak, Krishna says here.
Okay, but one thing what I was saying, that say Hanuman we know, Ram we know, because we know the pictures of these devtas and we can worship them. But Bhagwan,
no, Ram is not Devta. Ram is Parabrahma avatar.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, so Hanuman ji is also Shivji avatar.
But we consider, we worship them as a, as devtas, because
no, they you worship as what you do, that is avidhi. Devtas are whatever is defined as Devta is 33 devtas. 11 Aditya, 12 Rudra, 2 अश्वनी कुमार, ये देवता है 33 देवता.
ओके.
इसके अलावा आप जो बोलते हैं वो देवता नहीं.
ओके. थैंक यू.
सुकुमार जी.
Sir, Bhaiya ji, in 32nd shloka, Lord tells the Vaishyas and Shudras are low caste. And I think in 33rd shloka, Brahmanas and Kshatriyas are upper caste. Is there casteism here? Bhagwan will say about casteism also.
No, Bhagwan says that there is no discrimination for doing bhakti for any caste. Because at that era also, there were people who used to say that bhakti is only reserved for Brahmanas or reserved for upper caste. So Bhagwan denied this sentiment that it is reserved for any caste or any creed. He says it is available for every creature who has soul. So God says here, he specifies Shudras, Striyas, because people at those times also used to say that Striya doesn't have right to get Bhagavad Prapti. Shudras doesn't have right to do Bhagavad Prapti. So people used to say that. That's why Krishna condemned that here.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I got it. Thank you.
Sanjay Shukla ji.
हेलो.
Yes.
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
सर मुझे 3 प्रश्न हैं. आपने अभी कहा एक बच्ची को जिसने जिक्र किया कि उसके घर में पेरेंट्स लड़ाई करते हैं, तो आपने कहा कि लेट देम फाइट, व्हाई यू आर बॉदरिंग. लेकिन वो जो बच्ची है या जो भी चाइल्ड है, वो तो उतना परिपक्व नहीं है माइंड से, उस पर तो कुछ ना कुछ प्रभाव पड़ेगा ही सर.
देखो
कैसे इग्नोर कर सकती है? घर में लड़ाई हो रहा है, वो कैसे इग्नोर कर सकती है?
बात ठीक है, लेकिन जिस विषय में मेरा अधिकार नहीं है उस विषय में चिंता करके मैं केवल अपने आप को कष्ट दे सकता हूँ. कुछ भी बॉदरिंग नहीं होगी ऐसा नहीं होता, लेकिन बहुत बॉदरेशन हो जाने से बालकों के मन पर अपने लिए बड़ा बुरा प्रभाव पड़ता है. इसलिए मैं अपने माता पिता को कुछ कह तो नहीं सकता, उनके व्यवहार के लिए ना मेरा अधिकार है ना ही मेरा कोई कंट्रोल है कि मैं कर सकूंगा। वो जैसा करना चाहेंगे वैसा ही करेंगे। इसलिए जिस विषय में मेरा कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है उस विषय में मैं बहुत अधिक अपने आप को दग्ध करूं, ये बुद्धिमानी भी नहीं है। वो जो कन्या है वो यहाँ तक पहुंचकर ये प्रश्न करने का साहस कर रही है, तो उसमें इतना विवेक जरूर है कि वो इस बात को समझेगी तो वो अपना बॉदरेशन को कम कर पाएगी तो अपने दुख को कम कर पाएगी, और अपना जो उसके ऊपर होने वाला इफेक्ट है उसको भी बहुत हद तक इग्नोर कर पाएगी। ऐसा उद्देश्य है, ठीक है ना?
हम तो यही कहेंगे कि उन माता पिता को सद्बुद्धि दें कि बच्ची का ख्याल करते हुए
वो ठीक है। ऐसा देखो, ये बातें को बहुत बड़ा नहीं करना चाहिए, सब घरों में ऐसी बातें होती है, ऐसे ही मानना चाहिए।
जी जी जी, धन्यवाद भैया। और दूसरा प्रश्न ये है कि अभी एक महानुभाव ने पूछा कि राम के बारे में, तो आपने कहा कि वो अवतार हैं, उसी तरह भगवान कृष्ण भी तो अवतार ही हैं।
हाँ, भगवान कृष्ण, भगवान राम ये परब्रह्म अवतार माने जाते हैं। हमारे यहाँ विष्णु भक्ति करते समय हम विष्णु की भक्ति करते हैं कि राम जी की करते हैं कि कृष्ण की करते हैं, तीनों एक ही बात है। हम सब वैष्णव कहलाते हैं।
नहीं तो
जो
जैसे आपने कहा कि राम भगवान नहीं है,
जिनके इष्ट विष्णु है, या जिसके इष्ट राम जी है, या जिसके इष्ट कृष्ण है, ये तीनों लोग वैष्णव कहलाते हैं।
तो जैसे आपने कहा ना सर, राम भगवान नहीं है, वो तो अवतार हैं, लेकिन
नहीं,
भगवत गीता
भगवान
में
नहीं ऐसा नहीं बोला, राम देवता नहीं ऐसा बोला।
अच्छा,
भगवान तो है ही, देवता नहीं।
जी जी,
देवता
नहीं है।
देवता 33 है, उसमें राम जी नहीं है।
अच्छा सर, एक अंतिम प्रश्न है, जो आज से प्रासंगिक जो आज हो रहा है उसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना है? जब भगवान कृष्ण कहते हैं जो भी हम कर रहे हैं, जो भी हो रहा है हम ही करवा रहे हैं।
नहीं, कहाँ कहते हैं? अपनी ये बनाई हुई बात है। भगवत गीता के कौन से श्लोक में ऐसा लिखा है?
नहीं, भगवत गीता में यही कहा है ना, जो भी होता है वो हमारे माध्यम से हो रहा है। जो भी होता है,
कहाँ लिखा है? ये जो आप गीता सार पढ़ते हैं ना, इनको सब किनारे करो। गीता में कहाँ लिखा है बतलाओ? गीता में कहीं नहीं लिखा है ऐसा। मुझे बतलाइए कौन से श्लोक में लिखा है। ऐसा नहीं, सब कुछ भगवान की इच्छा से होता है, इसका अर्थ भगवान की शक्ति से होता है। भगवान की इच्छा का होने का मतलब सब कुछ पहले से डिसाइडेड है, प्री डिसाइडेड है। पहले आपका ये प्रश्न पूछा मुझसे तय था, मेरा ये उत्तर देना तय था, ऐसा नहीं है। ये आप जो प्रश्न कर रहे हैं और मैं जो उत्तर दे रहा हूं, उसके पीछे जो शक्ति है वो भगवान की है। ये उसका तात्पर्य है।
तो अच्छा, एक नहीं, अब मैं मेन मुद्दे पर आ रहा हूँ। अभी इस्कॉन में जो हुआ बांग्लादेश में,
हाँ, तो
उसकी वहां पे एक शक्ति होनी चाहिए थी जो वो हादसा को रोकनी चाहिए थी।
अरे कब रोका? हिरण्यकश्यपु ने उस समय सारे मंदिर ही खत्म कर दिए पूरे पृथ्वी पर, सिर्फ अपनी पूजा कराता था सत्य युग में। ये तो हमेशा ही होता है, इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात?
नहीं तो सुपर पावर है वो तो रोक सकते हैं ना सर। सुपर पावर जो है,
ये भगवान के बनाए हुए मंदिर हमारे बनाए हुए हैं ना, भगवान ने थोड़ी बनाए। भगवान को क्या अंतर पड़ता है? कौन ना भाव कुभाव अनक आलस हो नाम जपत मंगल। आप भगवान को गाली देकर भी भगवान की भक्ति करो, भगवान आपका मंगल होगा, ऐसा है। भगवान को थोड़ी फर्क पड़ता है उनका मंदिर कौन तोड़ता है कौन बनाता है। इसका अंतर हम लोगों पे पड़ता है, भगवान को क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
मतलब इस्कॉन जो बनाया है वो मनुष्यों का बनाया हुआ है, उससे मतलब भगवान को लेना देना नहीं है। मतलब
नहीं, देखो, दुनिया में सत्य रज तम तीनों शक्तियां हैं ना, तीनों बातों को मिलाकर संपूर्ण संसार का चक्र चलता है। तो जहां पे तामसिक पक्ष अधिक होगा वहां पे ऐसी राक्षसी शक्तियां ऐसा कुछ करती दिखती है, तो ये तो स्वाभाविक व्यवहार है, इसमें क्या अस्वाभाविक है? ये तो हमेशा से होता है, हमेशा होता रहेगा। ये कभी मतलब थोड़ी सब कुछ ही सत्य हो गया तो संसार का अर्थ ही क्या रह जाएगा? रोबोटिक लाइफ हो जाएगा।
मतलब ये स्वाभाविक है, उसको हम लोग को पेश करना है और
स्वीकार
करना है। मतलब
जब ये होगा उस समय व्यवहार के रूप में जैसा उत्तर दिया जाना चाहिए वो भी स्वाभाविक है, वो भी करना चाहिए, ठीक है ना? अब हिरण्यकशिपु का वध करना भी स्वाभाविक बात थी, वो भी किया है। अभी समापन करना चाहिए। पूर्णिमा देव जी को ले लेंगे।
भैया मेरा प्रश्न है,
तनुजा,
देवता कौन है? देवता कौन है?
12
हम शिव की भक्ति करें तो शिव की पूजा करें तो गलत है, या वैष्णव? मतलब ये क्यों है? ये डिफरेंस है कुछ?
नहीं, कोई गलत नहीं है। कोई भी एक इष्ट होने चाहिए। मेरा एक इष्ट हो और बाकी सभी देवताओं की या भगवान के स्वरूपों की भक्ति मेरे ही इष्ट की भक्ति को बढ़ाने में सहायक हो, ऐसी वृत्ति होनी चाहिए। मैं राम जी का भक्त हूँ, मैं कृष्ण के मंदिर में जाऊंगा, शिव जी के मंदिर में जाऊंगा, दुर्गा जी के मंदिर में जाऊंगा, उनसे कहूंगा माता मेरी भगवान की भक्ति बढ़े, मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। मैं शिव जी के पास जाऊंगा, महादेव मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। मैं कृष्ण के मंदिर में जाऊंगा, हे कृष्ण भगवान मेरी राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। ये मेरी भावना, अपने इष्ट के प्रति प्रीता रखते हुए सभी स्वरूपों का आदर करना, ऐसी बात है। उसमें कोई वैमनस्य नहीं करना, उसमें कोई अलग अलग नहीं करना। लेकिन मैं जहां जाता हूं, थोड़ा किसी ने बताया इनको पूछने से फायदा होता है, उसको व्यभिचारिणी भक्ति कहते हैं। जब अपने इष्ट पे श्रद्धा नहीं रहती, मैं इधर भी जाता हूँ, उधर भी जाता हूँ, ये भी करता हूँ, वो भी करता हूँ, कभी उन भगवान को पूछने चला गया, किसी ने बताया वहां जाओ जल्दी कामना पूरी हो जाएगी, तो वहां चला गया, इसको भगवान ने व्यभिचारिणी भक्ति कहा। तो वो भी कम ठीक है। सभी भगवान के अंशों को भगवान ही मानना, सभी भगवान के स्वरूपों का, भगवान के नाम का एक भगवान का ही मानना। जैसे मैं किसी के लिए भैया हूँ, किसी के लिए पिता हूँ, किसी के लिए पुत्र हूँ, किसी के लिए मित्र हूँ, सब मुझे अलग अलग संबोधन से बुलाते हैं, लेकिन मैं तो एक ही हूँ। ऐसे ही वो परब्रह्म स्वरूप एक ही है। कोई उसको शिव रूप में कहता है, कोई उसको राम रूप में कहता है, कोई विष्णु रूप में कहता है, इससे क्या अंतर पड़ने वाला है, वो है तो वही। ऐसी बात मन में रखनी।
देवता, देवता कौन है? सूर्य चंद्र ये देवता है?
देवता, हाँ, सूर्य चंद्र भी देवता है। वो आदित्य में आते हैं। 12 आदित्य, 11 रुद्र, 8 वसु, 2 अश्विनी कुमार, ये 33 देवता है। तो इन्हीं के अंदर सारे आते हैं वो।
अच्छा, मतलब भगवान जैसे शिव है वो भगवान है, मगर
हाँ,
देवता, देवता अलग है।
देवताओं की योनि का आयु है, उस आयु के बाद उनको अपना शरीर छोड़ना पड़ता है। शिव जी को और विष्णु भगवान को कभी शरीर नहीं छोड़ना पड़ता, ठीक है ना। वो आदि, अनादि।
थैंक यू।
और कौन? तनुजा पूछ रही, बेटा बोलो।
हाँ भैया, जैसे मतलब माहेश्वरी जी कोई तो भी उन्होंने पूछा।
थोड़ा जोर से बोल सकते हैं बेटा आप?
हाँ अभी।
हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ, तो मतलब गीत में सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी। आपकी गीता, मतलब हमारे गीता परिवार में कोई भी सदस्य ऐसा नहीं है कि जिसे उससे क्रोधित हो, जैसे आप मतलब, क्योंकि कई बच्चे हमें चिढ़ाते, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता, पर हम चिढ़ जाते। क्या आप वैसे चिढ़ते हो?
बिल्कुल चिढ़ते हैं। यहाँ पे टीवी पे एक्टिंग करना अलग बात है, असली में तो चिढ़ जाते हैं। लेकिन देखो, इतनी इतनी समझ तो आती है कि छोटी बातों पे नहीं चिढ़ना चाहिए, जहां तक होना चाहिए अपने को कंट्रोल करना चाहिए। लेकिन कोई भी 100% किसी चीज में सक्सेसफुल हो जाए, उसके लिए तो बहुत बेटा साधना लगती है। हम सब लोग अभी साधक है, प्रयास कर रहे हैं, कुछ कुछ करने लग गए, क्योंकि गीता जी पढ़ते हैं, गीता जी के साथ रहते हैं, पूज्य स्वामी जी की इतनी बात सुनते हैं, तो कुछ कुछ बातें जीवन में आने लग गई। लेकिन अभी तो बहुत लंबी यात्रा है। आपको ऐसा नहीं मानना चाहिए कि गीता परिवार के सभी कार्यकर्ता, इनमें किसी को क्रोध नहीं आता होगा, कोई चिढ़ता नहीं होगा। लेकिन इन सब ने क्रोध को नियंत्रण करना सीखा है, इन सब ने अपने चिढ़ को वश में करना सीखा है, इतना हो गया है। लेकिन कभी कभी तो वो भी चूक जाते होंगे, मैं भी चूक जाता हूँगा, ये भी होता है, ठीक है ना।
भैया भैया भैया, मैंने ये प्रश्न इसीलिए पूछा कि कोई मतलब किसी ने तो भी कमेंट में हमारी कविता दीदी के बारे में कुछ तो भी मतलब बैड कमेंट भेजी है, सो मैंने पूछा उन्हें भी, मतलब
ऐसा कोई लिखना चाहे तो कुछ भी लिख सकता है, कोई इसमें इन बातों को अधिक ध्यान नहीं देना चाहिए। हम सब लोग, लोग क्या कहेंगे इस बात की चिंता करके अपने व्यवहार का बहुत ज्यादा नियंत्रण नहीं करना चाहिए। हम जिन लोगों को वरिष्ठ मानते हैं, श्रेष्ठ मानते हैं, जिन लोगों को हमने अपने गुरु के स्थान पर, पेरेंट्स के स्थान पर देखा है, उनकी राय में हम अच्छे हैं, इतना ही बस है। ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे जूम पर, क्या लिख के जाएंगे, उससे मुझे कोई ज्यादा अंतर नहीं पड़ना चाहिए, है ना। अपना आत्मा विश्लेषण, मैं कैसा हूं, ये मेरे माता पिता कैसा बतलाते हैं, मेरे गुरुजन कैसा बतलाते हैं, मेरा फ्रेंड्स कैसा बतलाते हैं, मेरे फैमिली के लोग कैसा, जो लोग मुझे प्रत्यक्ष जानते हैं वो मुझे कैसा बतलाते हैं, वो अच्छा है ना। मैं यहाँ पे जूम स्क्रीन पे बैठा हूँ, मैं आपको अच्छा ही दिखूंगा, लेकिन मैं कैसा हूँ ये सच्ची बात तो मेरे घर के लोग बतला सकते हैं, मेरे मित्र बतला सकते हैं, मेरे आसपास रहने वाले लोग बतला सकते हैं। दूर से तो सभी लोग अच्छे दिखते हैं, तो दूर से सब अच्छे दिखते हैं, इसलिए किसी को कोई दूर से कोई बुरा भी कह दे तो क्या आपत्ति की बात है। जिसका जो मन में आती है वैसा लिख देता है, इसमें क्या मुश्किल वाली बात।
और भैया, मुझे कभी तभी आप प्रेयर बोलने के लिए चांस दे सकते हो क्या?
अब वो मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, मुझे ही नहीं दिया आज तक चांस। वो गीता परिवार के जो कार्यकर्ता बनता है ना, उसको कहते हैं। तो भी आपको समय लगेगा वहां तक पहुंचने में। ठीक,
ओके भैया।
समापन करें।
Thank you so much, Kavita Didi and Ashu Bhaiya, for your valuable time and heart-lifting words. For closing of this session, I would like to invite Sudarshan Ji from Telangana, who is GC and Techno Star and has been associated with Geeta Parivar since August 2021.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्म संस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Enlightening our souls with the meaning of Bhagavad Gita and to help us solve our dilemma, I would like to thank Geeta Parivar for this platform. I would also like to extend my thanks to all the Geeta Premis who are working at the back end of the stage for smooth going session. A warm thanks to all the participants to be highly attentive and interactive till the end of this